So folks, just few days ago we made a video about Henry Cavill's new role in the MCU and we just got that basically update. We talked about Henry Cavill being eyed for a major role in the upcoming Nova series, but guess what? A couple of days later, Marvel put that series on pause, meaning there is no more update about Henry Cavill being in that show for now. Now that doesn't mean Cavill is not out of the MCU, not at all. Like, in fact, New Industry Scoop just dropped about what role he was actually going to play, and let me tell you, it's big deal for Marvel's future. So today we are going to break down the newest leak about Henry Cavill's Marvel role, what this means for the future of the MCU, why he might still show up in a different role. But before we get into that, if you love this type of content, which is DCU, MCU and superhero related content, I'll be happy to have you here, and I highly suggest you to hit the subscribe button, because the moment channel hit the monetization, I'm gonna start donating 40% of channel's income to Dogs charity, and I'm gonna post to receive each month on the channel. So if you love this type of content and you want to help Dogs, there you are. Yesterday, an industry insider known as My Time to Shine Hello dropped a major scoop. According to them, Henry Cavill was actually going to play the villain in the Nova series, and not just any villain. He was being eyed to play Annihilus. Now, if you saw our video from like 3-4 days ago, I assume, you know, we actually kinda predict that. Like, we were like kinda, like he's such a talented actor, so he's gonna play some basically the role that can like be extend to the other shows, like just see him in the other like shows, and like it's gonna be a threat, not just a one-time villain or one-time hero. So it totally makes sense that Marvel was looking at someone as big as Henry Cavill for a role. What this means for Cavill in the MCU now, just because the Nova show is pause doesn't mean Marvel is done with Cavill. Let's break it down. We know he has talked to Marvel. He's already played a variant of Wolverine in a small project. He seems interested in multi-film role. This means Marvel still wants him somewhere in the universe. But here's the things get interesting. Henry Cavill has always been Superman to fans. If Marvel casts him in a role like Captain Britain, the first thing happen will say, oh, Superman in a British suit. That's why something different like Annihilus makes more sense. Think about it. He doesn't need to be flying superhero again. He gets to play a massive villain instead of another hero. This role could span across multiple movies. So if Annihilus is really his role, expect him to be a huge part of Marvel's cosmic plans. Could Cavill play someone else? Some fans have been asking what if Cavill plays Cyclops. As I said, past video I was mentioning, Cyclops is one of the roles, since he's a kinda, in the comics and in the even show, Cyclops is a head of X-Men. He's the one that doing all this stuff. He's the one that gives the order. Like complete opposite what happened in the Fox universe X-Men, which was the Wolverine was basically the one and like Charles Xavier. But Cyclops is the kind of head like after Charles Xavier in the comics. I mean, but anyway, about the Cyclops, it sounds cool, but here's the problem. Marvel is casting younger actors for X-Men. According to another insider, Danny R. Picker, Marvel wants actors in their early 20s or mid-30s, a cast with a long-term potential in the MCU. And Henry Cavill is older than that. It seems unlikely he'll be on the X-Men team. But here's an idea. What if he played the Beyonder in the Secret Wars? I mean, look at him. He's already looked like the Beyonder from the comics. But from what we hear, it seems like Loki now taking over that role. Marvel's new A-list casting strategy over the past 2 weeks. We heard major actors being considered for Marvel roles. Henry Cavill for Annihilus, Robert Pattinson for an unknown character, A-list actor for Nova's Richard Rider. This shows Marvel is changing up its casting strategy. In the past, they picked relatively unknown actor playing major roles, like when they cast Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Why? Why they changed the whole strategy? Fans don't associate them with other roles. It lets the character shine on its own. It helps the MCU feel fresh. That's why Cavill as Annihilus makes sense. He wouldn't be a hero compared to Superman. Instead, he'd be something completely different. So yeah, that was it. It's just really exciting the fact that Henry Cavill is being considered to be part of the MCU. I mean, we all knew it when we saw him in the Deadpool and Wolverine, but him being part of something really like big, like this villain Annihilus, it means we're gonna see him for like the moment he enters the MCU again, we're gonna see him for like next to 5 to 6 years, or maybe for a decade playing that role. for a whole phase. That's something that I'm really down to see. It's just really exciting. So yeah, that was the video. I would like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. If I forgot to mention anything in the video, I'll be happy to hear it from you in the comments. See you next time.
What is that?
1300 AD, they called this man the hero from the sky. He was prophesied to have destroyed the evil